Hello, it's Reesie-WIT-A-Spoon, and today we are going to be making salmon chowder. Oh my gosh, this is a wonderful meal to make whenever you are under the weather. So let me show you all of the ingredients that you will be needing. Stock pot, knife and big spoon. First, need your wooden spoon. Need one potato. Going to need an onion. Need fresh salmon and 2 pieces of bacon. Now what I like to do with the bacon is I like to cut my 2 pieces in half. And you're going to need 1 jalapeno pepper, fresh celery, say about 3. You are going to need scallions, and let me show you exactly what they are. These are the scallions you're going to need, and you're going to need about, I would say about 3 of these. Okay. You're going to need a little kale, heavy cream, butter, corn. You need chicken stock. Your seasonings, you need some good pepper. You need some good old seasoning salt. Here's one of my trusty dusties, lemon pepper. Chives, you need your onion powder. I put a little garlic salt as well, and put a little dab of cayenne pepper. You are then going to cut your salmon up into small 1-inch pieces, and this is what it should look like. Small 1-inch pieces. Now you can go with this size if you prefer that size, but in my opinion I like to cut my salmon up one more time. Alright, now that you have your salmon all cut up, now we're going to season it. We're going to take a little seasoned salt. Take a little seasoning salt and just spread it lightly over your salmon. Pepper. Spread it gently over your salmon. And lastly, you're going to take a little seafood seasoning. And pretty much you can use any kind of seafood seasoning. Just mix it up all together. You'll find that you don't overdo seasoning, and that all of the seasoning is going to spread all over the salmon anyway. And place it in a bowl. Okay, so you're going to set your salmon aside. And now you're going to cut up your potato. You're going to cut it, you're going to dice it up, okay, as best you can. I know that dicing a potato can be hard sometimes. This size is pretty good, okay, works well. Come through, dice it again, and again. So now that we have our potatoes ready and cut in diced pieces, we're going to set that aside as well. If we do it one at a time, we do it just like this. Get it diced first, but when you finish dicing it, you're going to try to take it a step further, and you're going to mince all of this down. It's going to be delicious regardless of how you end up, okay? Even if you left it like this and put it in your soup, it's still going to be delicious. Okay, so what you're going to do is continue doing it until you can get it as small as you can. Now, like I said before, your goal is to get all of your ingredients cut up. All you need is 3 small pieces of garlic, and you're going to cut them up like this. Just get them as small as possible, just like you did the celery. Okay, now we're moving on to the jalapeno pepper, and you're just going to cut that in small diced sizes here. That's just my preference. My preference is to cut them down. You can see, just like that. And you're going to take this and throw it in with the garlic. Okay. On to our scallions. And we're going to cut these. We'll cut them in the format and shape that they are. Just like this. Okay. And they are already trying to burn my eyes. You kind of want them to be quite fine in your soup. Okay. And lastly, onto our kale. Get it into small pieces. You do not want this to be in large clumps, as this is only a garnish. So now, the first thing that we want to do is we want to get our stock pot, and we want to put our either butter or margarine in there. If you look at how the butter is set up, it's already set up to tell you your measurements. So all you have to do is cut where it says 1 tablespoon. See? Let that melt first. Then you're going to put your lovely pieces of bacon in there. And now your bacon is complete. It is finished, nice and crisp. You're going to take it and put it to the side. Okay, you're going to set this to the side because you're going to use this in the end. Once you get your soup up and rolling, you're going to crunch all of this up or break all of this up, and you're going to put it in your soup as you cook the soup. This is what is going to enhance the flavor of the soup. And all of that nice, tasty, mixed oil, we're going to put our celery, put our onions, jalapeno peppers, and garlic, which are all mixed in here all together. We're going to throw that in there as well. We're going to cook it for at least a good 8 minutes. That is everything right there. Your garlic, your onions, your jalapeno peppers, and your celery. You're going to stir and stir until everything has a transparent sort of look to it. Now that this is complete, you're going to add your broth. You're going to add 2 cups of broth. Add your bacon, and you're going to break that up just like this. Okay, break it up in your hand just like that and throw it in there. Break it up. Break that up just like that into pieces. Just gonna break it up. Break all of it up. Okay, just like that. You're going to layer your potatoes in there. Okay, and you're going to add your seasonings now. Put a little seasoning salt. Okay, we're going to put a little lemon pepper. Sprinkle a dab of lemon pepper in there. Well, more than a dab. This is garlic salt, and what you want to do is you want to go easy on the garlic salt. So we'll go about a teaspoon of this. We'll go about a teaspoon, and I just put it in my hand like that. Onion powder, a little cayenne pepper. Be careful with this. This can be hot. Okay, and then don't forget your garlic. Like a real soupy soup. So on top of that broth, I like to add a little water. Keep some more water on hand as well, because in the end I end up adding water in the end anyway. Let that simmer. Okay, now you're going to take a little bit of flour. Okay, about a teaspoon. I'm not going to say a teaspoon, a spoon. About a spoon of flour, and you're going to put it into a little bitty bowl or whatever you have. You're going to add a little bit of water, about a tablespoon of water or so, and you're going to whisk it together. Take that water, and you're going to whisk it together like that, like so. Pour that right into our soup, okay? And we're going to let the soup continue to cook. And now you're going to add your corn and peas, and I've got them mixed up right here. About a half a cup of corn and peas. That's your heavy cream. All right, now we're going to add our heavy cream. I've already added a little bit. I'm going to add some more heavy cream in there. And we are going to stir that. And usually you're going to add a cup. I typically do a cup and a half of heavy cream. And we're going to let that come back to a nice simmer. Layer your salmon in there. That's right, you're going to layer it in there raw. So that's your peas, corn, and all of your wonderful ingredients, your potatoes, and your salmon. Go ahead and add your kale in there. You're going to let this cook along with all your other ingredients as well. Cook here for about a good 30 minutes or so. Pretty much done. Now we're going to add our chives. As many as you like. There's no set amount. It's more like a garnish as well. Okay, and you just mix that up in there, the chives. All finished, all beautiful, and ready to eat. That is pretty much all to the recipe. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, come back and see me next week.